Good day, I'm Tarjin A. Tamong from BEED 1D. Today, I will be showing you my teaching demonstration. The grade level I'm going to teach is Science 5, and the topic is the 8 phases of the moon. So, good morning class. Okay, take your seats. So, I will be checking your attendance. Okay, no one is absent. So, before we start our lesson, please rise for the prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay, very good. Okay, our topic for today is all about the phases of the moon. So, before that, who can define what is moon? Okay, Claire? Okay, very good. The moon is one of the objects in the galaxy we see in the sky. We clearly see it with our own bare eyes because the moon is the closest neighbor of the earth. Sometimes we see it, but sometimes we don't because the moon moves around the earth, and that is why it is called the natural satellite of the earth. Okay, what have you observed as the days pass months on the moon shape? Okay, Jenny? Very good. It changes its phases. Does the moon produce its own light? Claire? Okay, very good. The moon does not produce its own light because there is only source of the light in our solar system, and that is the sun. So without the sun, our moon would be completely dark. So what you may have heard referred to as moonlight is actually just sunlight reflecting off of the moon's surface. So I have a material here that represents the 8 phases of the moon. So first phases of the moon is new moon. What have you observed when there is a new moon? Clear? Okay, it's all dark. So when it's new moon, we cannot see the moon. So the lighted part of the moon is facing away from the earth. Thus, it is not visible because we are seeing the dark side of the moon. So, as the moon continue rotating the earth's surface, going to the second phases of the moon, which is the crescent. Okay, the waxing crescent moon, we see the waxing crescent phase as a thin light in the right side. So, the waxing crescent moon, we can see the C shape of the moon. This phase is less than the first quarter moon. So, as it continue moving, and now we can almost see the half part of the moon. So, this we call the third phases of the moon, the first quarter moon. We see the first quarter phase as a half moon. Okay, from the first quarter moon, the moon keeps moving, and this shows the fourth phases of the moon, which is the waxing gibbous moon. So the waxing gibbous moon is between a half moon and full moon. So it's going bigger. Visible lighted part of the moon is more than first quarter. So, as it continues, so what have you observed? Okay, the moon is totally lighted. So, this now we call the full moon. We see the moon completely illuminated during full moon. The whole part of the moon is lighted. The entire circle of the moon is visible during clear night. So as it continues move, and it's going to show another phases of the moon. So this is now the waning gibbous moon. The waning gibbous moon phase is between a half moon and full moon pose. So, play. So, what have you observed? From full moon, the moon going smaller. So, meaning the waning is the moon is shrinking. So, the lighted part of the moon gets smaller, which is less than the full moon. So, from the waning gibbous moon, it's going to show another phases of the moon, which is the third quarter moon. We see the third quarter moon as a half moon too, but opposite to the first quarter. Okay, the third moon is also called the last quarter moon. So we see the third quarter moon as a half too, but opposite at the first quarter moon. So as it continue moving, and this is the show the last part phases of the moon. So this is now the waning crescent moon. We see these phases as a thin crescent of light on the left side of the moon. So this is what it looks like. Okay, class, I hope you learned something. Again, the phases of the moon have different names and shape. And this is the 8 phases of the moon. First, the new moon. Second, the crescent moon. Third, the first quarter moon. Fourth, the waxing gibbous moon. And fifth, the full moon. Sixth, the waning gibbous moon. And the seventh, third quarter moon. And the last but not the least is the waning crescent moon. So, that is all for today. Thank you for your participation. I hope you learned something from our topic for today. So, please study what are we discussed, and we have our quiz for tomorrow. Okay, goodbye class.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. See you tomorrow.